Well, students, chapter 2 of history is going on. The title of the chapter is British Power in India. In this chapter, we have the topic today expansion of the British Empire. We know that when the British East India Company came to India and established its trade and treaty power in West Bengal, thereafter they were being ambitious to spread in other parts of India. Either they annexed a large part of India through war or alliances. Whatever the alliances they adopted, in them subsidiary alliance is very important. Subsidiary alliance was introduced by Marx Wellesley, who was being in later years the Governor General of India from 1798 to 1805. His aim was to get control over large part of India without direct wars. He did not want to fight a direct war. So he brought these alliances. The Indian rulers who accepted this alliance had to remove his army and had to keep British forces within his territory on his own maintenance charges. A British official under the title Regent was always in their court. Besides this, the rulers had to surrender their control of foreign affairs and forced to follow the decision of the English East India Company. In return, the English East India Company had promised to provide protection in all the internal and external affairs. First of all, the Nizam of Hyderabad accepted this alliance in 1798. Thereafter, the Nawab of Awadh accepted it in 1802. Under the Treaty of Basin in 1802, Peshwa Bajirao II accepted this alliance also. Thereafter, through direct military confrontation, it was the Mysore. The expansion of Mysore was very difficult for the Britishers because in those days Hyder Ali ruled over Mysore. It led four Anglo-Mysore wars between the English East India Company and the rulers of Mysore, Hyder Ali and his son Tipu Sultan, fought very bravely. Four Anglo-Mysore wars had been fought wars between the English East India Company and the rulers of Mysore, Hyder Ali and his son Tipu Sultan, fought very bravely. Four Anglo-Mysore wars had been fought between these Anglo-Mysore wars had been fought between 1771 to 1799. Despite both Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan were very ambitious, very strong, very powerful, but their despite their initial victories of Hyder Ali and Tipu Sultan, Tipu suffered a huge defeat at the end of Third Anglo-Mysore War. Under the Treaty of Seringapatam, Tipu had to give a large part of his kingdom to the British, and but Tipu refused. to accept subsidiary alliance and died fighting with the Britishers in 1799. Thereafter, Marathas. In those days, there were five Maratha chiefs at that time. Among them, there were much differences. So the British took advantage of their differences and started to interfere in their internal affairs, proceeding to Fourth Anglo-Maratha Wars. Proceeding to Fourth Anglo-Maratha War, which was started from 1775 and ended in 1818. At the end of Fourth Anglo-Maratha War, the British defeated the Marathas completely power, broke out their power. Thereafter, Anglo-Sikh War. Maharaja Ranjit Singh of Punjab, who was died in 1839, followed by a period of instability. The British took advantage of that and the First Anglo-Sikh War was started. The Sikh wanted to cross the river Satluj to get control over Lahore, but defeated and the Treaty of Lahore was signed. Finally, under the Governor General Lord Dalhousie, the British annexed the state of Punjab in 1849. So now today, after that, listen, after that Sindh and Afghan. We will discuss it in next video. It is the third part of this lesson. The chapter is too large, so I do not want to give you the whole chapter in a single period. That's why you have to listen it, read it, your book, and if you have any doubt, send your doubts to me through WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you.